Ric Flair makes his AEW debut.
Woo!
Plus, a major AEW World title match has been announced for Collision, and some huge post-WrestleMania plans from the WWE have been revealed. Who's that walking the aisle at AEW Dynamite last night? Well, as part of the Young Talent Initiative that AEW currently is on, we had ourselves a sparkly young debut last night.
Oh, we certainly did. Tony Khan's retirement present for Sting was revealed as the Nature Boy Ric Flair with a little nice bow in his hair as a present for Sting. There you go. Off you go.
You can do what you like with it.
So Flair joined Sting and Tony Schiavone in the ring on Dynamite last night to talk about the history between the two, starting back at the first Clash of the Champions. Flair said he wants to be part of Sting's retirement tour, saying he'll ride the wagon all the way.
Kind of feel like this is Flair jumping on Sting's wagon.
Yeah, get off.
It's like having a birthday party and then someone's going, it's my birthday today as well, so this is our party now.
Of course.
Might not be that way. We had a little strut from Flair. He even gave Sting a chop for good measure.
He did, yeah.
Like, these two have such a potted history together that go all the way back to the NWA. They were on the final episode of Nitro proper in 2001.
Yeah,
surprise! Loads of history there, and it was a warm fuzzy to see those two hanging out again. They were interrupted by Christian Cage. He was on form as per, saying that Tony Khan's retirement gift for Sting was apparently a suit, some gold chains, and a black liver. It's great to see how you're moving around out there, Rick. I don't feel like I'm watching Weekend at Bernie's at all. You can't even see the puppet string. Love a Weekend at Bernie's reference.
I've not actually seen I know the premise of Weekend at Bernie's, but I've never seen it myself.
Man dies and his rotting corpse is kept alive over with strings. With hilarious results.
What a great premise.
They did a sequel.
Really?
Yeah, Bernie's harder. There was genuinely a Weekend at Bernie's sequel.
Wow.
It's rubbish. Christian says he knows Ric Flair is not dead, but he also knows there's not a god, because if there was, Flair would have been dead 20 years ago. Christian then makes a challenge for a 6-man tag. Sting, Darby Allin, and a third person of their choice to take on himself, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne at Full Gear. Christian suggests that it could be Flair if they wanted, but he's one super kick away from his pacemaker giving out and turning into dust.
Christian was on form last night.
He really was.
He was not holding back.
Will they put Flair in there?
No, they won't put Flair in there. There was a little bit on Dynamite as well. Edge was like backstage. Darby approached him, and then sort of Sting approached him, and Edge is very much. Oh, sorry, Adam Copeland is still very much like he's just me mate though. I want to have this lovely, I've got this dream in my head where we both walk off into the sunset together as there's a wonderful tag team, but Sting is like, hey, I've been with some people in the past. Ric Flair, he's the one who taught me, right? You got to see past people like that. And therefore, maybe I assume that Adam Copeland will be the person on their side of this whole shebang.
That's not a bad shot. Adam Copeland, maybe Flair in their corner.
Oh, yeah, maybe Flair in the corner, actually.
Flair in the corner would be quite nice. That'd be quite fun to keep an eye on Nick Wayne's mum. Also, last night on Dynamite, we had some title matches confirmed for Full Gear. Toni Storm is going to receive her Hollywood homecoming, and she's challenging Hikaru Shida for the AEW Women's Championship. I think Toni Storm is one of my favourite characters in all of wrestling right now.
I think she's one of mine as well. I think she might just get that belt back as well,
She's done so well with this. They could not put her in the mix for the title.
I completely agree. Also at Full Gear, MJF will once again defend the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships on his own. This time, however, against the Guns. This means that MJF will be competing twice at Full Gear, as he's already set to defend the AEW World Championship against Jay White in the main event too.
Oh, he's going to be a busy boy.
He is a very busy boy, Tom, which we'll get to, yeah.
They kind of seem to be keeping the Adam Cole thing going without Adam Cole quite well.
Which is good, which is a really good thing to do, and they're still keeping him within the consciousness of this whole thing too, which is nice as well.
As well as being the ROH Tag Team Champions and being the AEW World Champion, he is now once again the holder for another year of the Dynamite Diamond Ring. He beat Juice Robinson last night, but afterwards got beaten up by the Bang Bang Gang. Roderick Strong and the Kingdom attempted to save to no avail, but the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn ran out and helped out MJF. They've been mates for a couple of weeks now. Well, at least we see Max Caster trying to curry some favour with MJF.
He wanted to scissor, but MJF was like, I don't know about that one, pal.
MJF's got this wonderful knack of going, oh, there's a thing you want to do. I'm going to make you wait for weeks for it.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be a huge pop when that finally happens.
It's Wrestling 101.
It is.
And MJF gets it, and I'm a big fan. Now, that all happened at the end of Dynamite, but that wasn't the story, because whilst MJF headed to the back, somebody else popped their head around the corner.
He was just sweeping away, wasn't he? Was our cleaner Kenny Omega, who appeared at the top of the ramp. Now, MJF, being a week away from eclipsing Kenny Omega's longest AEW title reign ever, was challenged to a world title match by Omega for Collision on Saturday night.
Oh, that's going to be a hell of a main event.
I'm so excited. Everything sort of like recently, MJF's title run is I feel like it started off, it had strong matches, but it started off a little bit slower. Now it's kind of just like taken off straight to the moon, and I'm so excited for this as well. And a big match for Collision as well.
Oh my gosh, huge. And if MJF does retain the title against Omega, then he surpasses Omega's longest title reign.
Which I believe he will do.
Things it makes sense to do is that. Among all the other announcements on Dynamite last night, they only went and announced a new pay-per-view, didn't they?
Oh, they certainly did. It was revealed during the main event of last night's Dynamite that AEW will close out 2023 with a brand new pay-per-view. AEW World's End will emanate from Long Island, New York on Saturday, December 30th, 2023. Now, there's been speculation that AEW was planning one final pay-per-view to end the year, and last night was the confirmation. We got little bits here and there, didn't we? We got the Ring of Honor announcement as well for December, like mid-December, and I think some people were like, oh, maybe that's the one that's going to get announced, but then no, we also have this AEW World's End pay-per-view as well.
Pretty sure I'm penciled in to do New Year's Eve breakfast on BBC Radio Newcastle.
God. It's not fair at all.
Had it been a WWE show, I'd have gone, oh, that's fine, they're 3 hours, I'll get an hour's kip and go in, but I reckon I might have ended up doing both at the same time.
It'll be exciting because if you know, we've still got MJF as the world champion, him going into Long Island, oh, it'll be a lovely time. Look at that.
That's great. I could do live commentary for MJF's match against whoever, whilst giving the crossing times for the Holy Island Causeway. No one needs that. Hey, speaking of Newcastle, tomorrow night Newcastle becomes the epicenter of Impact Wrestling as Turning Point comes to the Walker Dome. Massive night of wrestling. Will Ospreay facing Eddie Edwards for the very first time, I do believe. We have Leon Slater, the North Wrestling Champion, in the house. We have not only that, but a massive knockouts title match between Trinity and Deonna Purrazzo. If Purrazzo doesn't win in Newcastle tomorrow night, she can never challenge for the knockouts title again, whilst Trinity is the champ.
God, there's some big steps there.
She's going to be really sad leaving Newcastle if that doesn't go her way. That and loads of other good stuff as well. And, I'm making my debut as ring announcer.
You kept that one secret, didn't you?
I want to send good luck and best wishes to Simon Cassidy, who is a 1 in a million ring announcer who tonight is doing the Impact show in Glasgow.
Ooh.
If you're off to the show, you've got the gorgeous tones of Simon Cassidy as your ring announcer for the evening. My boy doing the Scotland show. Best of luck, Simon. Have a lovely night. And if you're coming to the tour from tomorrow onwards, I'll see you on the tour.
Ooh, exciting.
Lovely things. And some exciting news to end on for WWE. Let's talk post-WrestleMania. This was a big thing that came out yesterday in the wake of WWE's announcement of Bash in Berlin, WWE's debut pay-per-view premium live event in Germany. Fightful Select said WWE has more than one European event planned for next year. Ooh. So Fightful Select reported that some internal schedules in the company have WWE Backlash, the event that follows WrestleMania 40, listed for Paris, France.
Oh, wow.
Though Fightful has yet to confirm that it's finalised, we can confirm it's been discussed heavily. Now, names of shows can change until they're finalised, but in terms backstage, on internal notes, it does say, penciled in, WWE Backlash, the event that follows WrestleMania 40, in Paris.
Oh, we love an international show. We love an international show and we love an international crowd. I hope it comes to fruition and this is something that genuinely does happen because Backlash this year was tremendous.
It was
so good. And if they continue on that sort of caliber as well with the international shows, which, you know, the crowd always brings it, and WWE always brings it as well, it seems, when they do these international shows too. Oh, just keep on that lovely level that you're going at.
What French celebrity would you like to see appear at Backlash, at Le Backlash?
I'm trying to think of French celebrities.
Ratatouille. Jean-Michel Jarre. Jean Valjean.
Jean Valjean.
Can you put up a picture of Jean Valjean from Les Mis? Jean Valjean.
I'm trying to think. Who's French? My best friend from university, Guillaume Dujat.
That's
will
a line
be there.
That is a lineup and a half, that is.
There you go.
Also, Le Swinging Spikes, as they say in French.
Oh, oui, oui. WWE could be called oui, oui.
Thank you, France. We love you. We're a big fan. We'll have more wrestling news throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Keys.
Love you, bye.